in the hood with it. Welcome back to the Collective Clips, where you already know we get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel, and it's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and I'm very much so appreciative. So thank you very much, man. I couldn't do it without you. And I know this, right? So the word on the curb with the swerve is Lefty pulled up, right? Lefty allegedly, man, was seen on IG cruising around the Santa Rosa area. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. But again, like I said in my past videos, man, so what? Anyone can go anywhere they want. Was he in Band's particular neighborhood, in his barrio, on his street, in his set? I don't know, man. That's to be seen, you know. Maybe that was just a glimpse into what his plans are and what he's doing. At the end of the day, man, we all know Bands went Slick Rick on him, right? Bands went a teenage love, a teenage don't hurt me again. He went Slick Rick on him with a children's story variation, man, and popped in to Lefty's neighborhood. That's a fact, right? Now, I wanted to dispel some of the rumors. A lot of people are saying that it was done at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, that the crows were still crowing, right? That the roosters weren't cocking yet. Don't matter. It does not matter at the end of the day. In that Vato's mind and Lefty's mind, that Vato pulled up no matter what. And he's feeling some type of way, I'm sure. Now, did he really take a cruise up to Santa Rosa? Is that really what happened? You know, and if he did, how's Bands feeling about that? Because it goes tit for tat, man. Retaliation is a must in California, where they're from, right? At the end of the day, if he did decide to take a little ride to show everyone, you know, allegedly he's saying, you know, look, I'm right here in Santa Rosa. I don't see nobody out here. Ain't no one set up shop. I said it again in my videos, man. No one does that anymore. You're not cruising into barrios and everyone's posted up on the corner drinking Kawamas of St. Ides. It doesn't happen. This ain't the 90s anymore. Motherfuckers ain't on the block like Little Italy showing their flag. It just doesn't happen, right? Everybody's too busy trying to get their money. They're just waking up. They got the meanest mamon they ever got since last weekend, and they're just doing their thing. Gangbanging has changed. Gangbanging is now on the internet. You know, it's different variations from time to time in different places. But on the streets, on block, in your barrio, it really isn't anymore. You know, you have to catch them at an event or a homeboy's birthday party or a quinceañera or something like that to really see a gaggle of homies, north or south, really posted up on the corner. No one's doing it. Ain't no one trying to be fucking in the corner with the sun, hot ass sun beaming down on them, especially in the Bay Area or the Central Valley or Southern California. Ain't no one trying to do that. Just doesn't happen no more. Don't no one want to fuck up their tight pleats on their pants and their, what are those? Their Crocs, right? So it ain't going to happen. But if Lefty cruised over there, man, that means he's feeling some type of way. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is, because Bands did go Slick Rick. Now, there's a lot of people talking about Bands. I wanted to break it down and talk about Bands myself, man, and shed some light on this brother, right? There's been a lot of people, Bands is not Mexican. Bands doesn't count. That disc doesn't count what he did. It doesn't matter what Bands is, black, white, green, yellow, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Salvadorian. At the end of the day, man, once you become a norteño, you cease to become an ethnicity. Okay, let me say that one more time. You are no longer black or brown or white. You are embraced with canalismo as a homie, and that takes precedent over everything that you used to be. You are now dipped in butter. You are now a norteño. And the same thing goes with Southerners. You know, people always trip. How is it that these predominantly Mexican gangs or Mexican organizations can take in people from different ethnicities? Well, it's just easy. If you grew up in the environment, if you're worthy of the cause, if you bleed the color red or blue, man, if you're with the business, then guess what, homes? You're one of the fellas. And that's it. Plain and simple, period, on both sides. So if Bands wants to choose to be a norteño, he is no longer Puerto Rican or black or brown. He is not none of that. He is representing that 44 he's throwing up right there, that 1-4 man, and that's shit. He's going to keep on pushing. You know, Bands has never been the one to shy away from a fight. You know, I talked to some people who know him personally, and they said, hey, he's a real one, man. He's a real one. He's got that burning desire in his heart, and he does what he does, man, speaks his mind freely. Now, I seen the interview he did with No Jumper, and albeit, man, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised in his flavor, you know, his usage of the N-word, the way his mannerisms and the way his characteristics and the way he moved. That's Bay Area shit through and through, man. That's Bay love, Bay life, right? Every northerner, everybody in the Bay, maybe not the South Bay, San Jose, but in the East Bay, even the North Bay, man, that's how they move. You know, they've been raised up with blacks, man. They've been raised around that urban population, that ethnicity, that flavor, right? So the cultures have not clashed, but the cultures have gelled into one. And where it was a black culture and a brown culture in the Bay Area, it's black and brown, and it has become a Bay swag and a Bay culture. So the way Bands was acting, man, wasn't far off from what an authentic Norteño acts like from the Bay. It's just the truth, man. Not everyone, that ain't everybody's move or everybody's play, but he's definitely with that style, and I can't knock him for it. It's not mine. I don't agree with the usage of the N-word whatsoever, period. But I have my own reasons for it. It has nothing to do with disliking black people or not wanting to. It has to do with a lot of disrespect. And I've been around big OG brothers, man, back in the days that said, you know, they ain't playing that shit. They don't like Mexicans to say it. They don't like blacks to say it. They don't like that word, period, because it was meant as a derogatory statement to disrespect their gente and their peoples. And they don't believe their peoples are less than. And I have to rock with that, man. If a brother's feeling some type of way, well, guess what, man? Black and brown, I understand. Plus, it's just never been my get down. You know, there's so much other words in the vocabulary to use. That's how I rock. But Bands chooses to do what he does. He's from the younger generation, man, and he's rocking. You know, for the people that are belittling him and saying, hey, you know, that was some corny shit, some bullshit that he did pulling up to Lefty's pad. Well, Lefty initiated that. Lefty said he was going to put him on a t-shirt. Lefty said Bands was a poop butt. It wasn't really nothing. And so Bands decided in comedic fashion to go make fun of the guy at his own hood, at his own, you know, in his own spot. And he did that. Now, the question is, should Bands have done that? Looking from the outside looking in, probably not. But he felt some type of way. And it was better doing that than pulling up and blowing the whole dude's shit off, right? You know, how would we really feel if he crashed out and went and did something to Lefty like that? Now, I know the Norteños and all these little nut hangers that be on the internet jockeying the stilo that never really been nowhere like some real ones have been, right? Would say, yeah, go do that, homie. But they're not taking into account Bands, his familia, Lefty, his familia, man. They just automatically want to see some bullshit and some crash out shit so then they can move on to the next fucking piece of content, right? Nah, I'm glad that he chose to go the route he did. Could he have not done that, period, and still been the one that he is? Absolutely. But hey, I ain't mad at him for doing it. In fact, I thought it was rather funny. I thought there were some things in that diss that I didn't truly care for, but at the end of the day, it was funny. He clowned. One up, Aki, right? He did that. Hey, he gave it to him the Aki way. You know, a little different, but hey, don't forget the Bev. Never, never, ever. And I'm going to tell you right now, fucking Lefty, it's something Lefty Gunplay definitely ain't going to be able to get over or forget. Facts, right? It's hard to come back from something like that. But word on the curb is, again, like I said, he was seen on IG cruising around the Santa Rosa streets. Now, was it truly Lefty Gunplay cruising around Santa Rosa, or was it just video footage sent to him by upstaters? Because I've heard, man, that there's some upstaters that are highly hostile and very upset with it that a Southerner, man, would get clowned on like that, and that a Norteño would have the audacity to cruise down south and do that. Again, it just is what it is, man. Any man could go anywhere at any given time, and there's nothing anyone could do to stop him. You know, you could try, you could talk that high-powered shit, but at the end of the day, man, it ain't nothing but gas and opportunity, right? If the Vato has gas money, then he's going to go where he goes. You know, no one says anything when Southsiders are up north in Northern California doing music videos. I know Young Dopey pulled up. I know Capone pulls up. I know Conejo pulled up. All these guys, man. And it's either respect or it isn't. You know, you can't have both. Definitely. So, you know, it just is what it is. Bands pulled the slick Rick move and wiggled. Now, is Lefty really out there in Santa Rosa? Here's my thing. After the point of Bands going to Southern California and doing what he did, it's all point bulletin. It's all point bulletin for Northerners down south. People are not going to let that happen again. They refuse to let that happen. And basically the homeboys are prepared. The Northerners are prepared up north for some type of fucking spray play or any type of thing going on when it comes to Lefty Gunplay. Basically, they're looking out. Where is this cat? What's he going to do? What's his next move? Is he going to make power moves wearing shower shoes? Or is he going to just fall back and stick to acting? At the end of the day, I say door number 2 is his best bet. Just because we don't want to see bullshit and people crashing out in death, man. Those that want to see that, Go watch Old Faces to Death videos. This is content creation. This is entertainment. This is music. These guys are just rappers. Now, albeit the rappers that claim organizations and groups, and that makes them a little bit more trickier than others. But at the end of the day, it is just still rap. And it doesn't have to get that serious, man. It doesn't have to get Eddie Murphy delirious, man. It doesn't have to get you getting curious. But people are. And people are going to egg it on and say, come on, Lefty, go do something, go clap, go this, go that. Well, why don't you jump in the car with Lefty and go pull up and do that? Because I'm telling you, the vatos in Santa Rosa ain't playing. Let me tell you about Santa Rosa and about where Bands is from. That city right there has produced some of the hardest norteños I've ever met. Santa Rosa, VSRN, Barrio Santa Rosa Norte, is very well known in and outside of them walls, right? The vatos don't play in Santa Rosa, just like any other city in any other spot in LA, any spot in the Bay. Santa Rosa's with the activities. They always have been. Now, I'm not too sure about Band's particular street or neighborhood that he claims. I've never really heard of it just because, I'm out the mix. I was never in the Santa Rosa area like that. I've been out there like to Roner Park and to Santa Rosa and a few little spots, but I've never been like in the thick of things. But I've done a lot of time with homeboys from VSRN, Santa Rosa, and just the stories they told and what I've heard from other people that basically stamped their stories. It was real, and it gets real. So to see Lefty Gunplay pulling up, yeah, he could do it. I'm sure it could be done. But just because you cruise by a city and say, I don't see anyone out here, you're not, bro. You're definitely not going to see anyone out there. And people are like, yeah, that's right. Lefty got his get backs. No. You got to do the pop out. You got to pop out the whip, spray paint a little bit, dance, do the running man, and jump back in the whip and do it pushing like 6ix9ine did. That's what I guess you have to do nowadays to be recognized. I understand. I understand the get down. I understand how Lefty must be feeling at this point. But, from what I'm hearing, he has big things on his plate. And, when you're making moves like that, when you're really out there doing it and getting money, you shouldn't have no time for the back and forth at all. That should be the last thing on his agenda. Don't worry about it, man. Sometimes you get clowned on, you just have to chalk it up. Laugh with them, not at them, right? That's how I feel, because, that's like me in my boxing match, man. Instead of sitting there and defending myself, no, you don't understand. I was out of weight. I didn't do this, man. It's because I'm sick. Oh, it's because I have a disease. Oh, it's because of this. Nah. You know what I said? Damn, man, I was up there looking like a straight up poop butt. I looked like hot dog water, man. I was up there looking like straight stinky garbage. Why? Because I didn't pay attention to what I was supposed to do and handle my business. I did not train. I did not do that. It's no excuse. I was up there looking like Devin Haney getting beaten down by Ryan Garcia. I was letting the little guy catch me with uppercuts left and right. I, myself, am not a boxer, and I myself chalk that up to the game. That's what real men do, man. You don't save face. You know what I'm saying? You turn the cheek and keep it pushing. That's what I advise Lefty. I've said it in several videos, man. I'm going to say it again. Did Bands pull the slick Rick move and do his thing? Absolutely. Yes, he did. Is Lefty out there cruising around Santa Rosa looking for some runbacks? Maybe so, allegedly. Again, this was told to me. I didn't get to see the video because the video was taken down, or I just didn't stumble across it. But there's a lot of people that are making up excuses for Lefty Gunplay. And there ain't no excuse. You don't have to make up no excuse for that man. Let that man do what he does, man. If he chooses to clown back and make a music video or do what he does, cool. If he chooses not to, no harm, no foul. So what? That's probably the smartest move he ever made. Do you understand? Numbers speak volumes. Numbers speak volumes. Okay? No matter what anyone says. And I'm not a big proponent for listening to fucking Lefty Gunplay's music at all. Nor am I a big proponent for listening to Bands. But the truth of the matter is, I think Bands is a better rapper. Not because he's from Northern California, but because he's just a better rapper, right? But I think Lefty gets and will always get more airplay, will always get more views, and his dollars will get ran way up because he's got a cool buzz, because he's got a lot of push behind him, and because people hear his name and they immediately gravitate to see what he's going to do. He's like the 6ix9ine of this shit without the telling, right? Let's be real. When 6ix9ine first exploded on the block, it didn't matter what. This is pre him telling on everyone. No one cared. All they wanted to do was see what this fucking dude with the pink hair was going to do next or say next. And that's how he was able to accumulate so much fans. And that's how he was able to accumulate all that money you see him with, right? And I think Lefty's the same thing. He doesn't have to be the best rapper on the block. He could proclaim to be it. Hey, if that's what he envisions, he speaks it into existence. That's the truth. Doesn't mean he's the best or the worst. It just means he's in the middle somewhere getting that motherfucking top priority money. And that's all that should matter. The bigger the bad, then you're winning. Bands will get his bag too. People are saying Bands is doing this for clout. He's riding Lefty's wave, man. He's trying to get some buzzing going on for himself. Why not? Why not? Hey, remember, Bands did not diss Lefty first, or maybe he did. My bad, strike that, reverse it. Lefty did disrespect Bands. Or did Bands disrespect Lefty? I think Bands disrespected Lefty first. He felt some type of way about what Lefty was saying about the Norteño cause. Remember I said this a long time ago with Bozo, with Lefty. If you want to disrespect someone one-on-one and say, yeah, I don't fuck with that cat, and say him by name, that's your own personal beef. But when you say F the North there, or F them dudes from up north or that, you're talking about everybody. Not just these dudes that are rappers or on the internet, everybody. The same thing goes vice versa for the South. We don't fuck with them cats on the other side or fuck them fool. Then you're talking about everyone. There's a lot of authors that don't do the internet banging. They don't do the bullshit. They do the pull up, pull out, pull in, boom, boom, and then pull back in and pull it back out, right? That's what they do. So you really have to watch what you say because people feel some type of way. That's why Bands went on No Jumper saying he'll beat the holy shit out of fucking Lefty. And that fool can't see him in no ring, can't see him on the streets, can't see him in the booth. Can't see him because he's the truth. And that's why Lefty retaliated by saying, I'll put you on the shirt. And Lazy Boy, Joe Dirt, I'll put you on the shirt 3 times. I don't know how you put someone on the shirt 3 times. Maybe you hit him, resuscitate him, hit him again, resuscitate him, and give him a pat on the butt. And bam, there you go, 3 times for your mind. 3 times crazy. Keep it on the real. But to be honest with you guys and tell you the truth, I think this is just some funny ass shit, man. If this is how gangbanging is nowadays, man, wow. They done took it up a notch or down a notch. This is watered down for reals. You don't sit there and disrespect each other talking about what you're going to do because it isn't, it wasn't, and it ain't never going to be true. What you do is keep your fucking mouth shut and handle your business behind the scenes. Period. That's it. That's what I say. But no disrespect to either one of these guys. I'm not saying they're punks or poop butts. I'm sure they'll fight it out or hide it out, or they can go to the honeycomb, hide it out. And write it out. Regardless, look, I'm on my rap shit. See, I'm almost better than Lefty. Almost, right? Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Truth, right? Bands is a real one. That's what he is out there. Lefty is a real one. That's what he is out there. And I hope they can be real men and let this shit go and just push on because it's really becoming stupid. And all these people that are chiming in, oh, Lefty's going to do this and Lefty's going to do that. Stop telling on him, man. Don't worry about what he's going to do or what he isn't going to do. It don't matter either way. You're still going to tune in and bump his music. So at the end of the day, what does it really count for? What does it matter? Oh, we can't let that all the bands came in the area. He didn't even look like a Norteño. He looked like a Hawaiian or something. It doesn't matter, bro. It don't matter. If motherfuckers were on the block like they're supposed to be, they'd have ran up like, hey, who is you? Cuz, right? That's just how it would have been. But it wasn't. And it doesn't mean Vatos or punks are scared. It just wasn't that day. I'm sure that's not going to happen again. Okay, Vatos are on their P's, Q's, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. They're on point now. 10 toes down. So, if Lefty feels that he wants to go into Santa Rosa and think it's just all week and that motherfuckers won't get off, bro, it might not even be Bands you run into. It might be a homeboy by the name of Flocko or some shit like that from Santa Rosa that'll tear your top off, right? It's just real life out there. Every city in California is banged out. Every city in California is with the activities north and south. I hate it when Vatos from down south disrespect the north thinking they're slow. And I hate it when Vatos from up north disrespect the south thinking they won't go. I'm telling you right now, California, man, hey, only in Cali would they riot, not rally, so live and die. In LA, they wear chucks, not valleys, and that's fly. Yes, but hey, remember what Pac said? He said, Sacramento, Bay Area, and back down. Cali is with it to put their Mac down. Give me love, right? California love. Everybody's with the activities. So all these dudes talking that shit about who's going to do what and what's going to do who, man, you better watch out because the big bad wolf will come, huff, puff, and blow your stick house down. Real life, man. Anyways, yeah, Bands did what he did, but at the end of the day, man, that doesn't make him any tougher or any stronger than anyone, but that doesn't make him a sucker, man. There was a lot of homeboys that got at me, young Northerners talking about, bro, why are you choosing sides? Why are you picking Lefty Gunplay over Bands? I ain't picking nobody, man. I pick my nose before I pick either one of them cats. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. Do I pick north over south, south over north? No, I pick brown over everything. And I pick green even over fucking, not over brown, but brown and green together. I'm trying to be brown to get green, right? But I'll be honest with you guys when I say, this shit does look like hot dog flavored water. It does look weak to see fucking brown people continuing to fight in 2024 over streets that they don't even own, over fucking, over verbiage, over wordplay. Because I don't like you and you're not cool. You know, come on, stop it, bro. We've already lost a lot of, there's been a lot of sangre spilled because people fucking can't seem to get along because they are not willing to sit down and talk like grown men and catch an understanding. You know, it's always about who's the best and who's number one. Ain't nobody number one. Right now, the only one number one is our president. He just shit his pants. He's the only number one. Everyone else is number two and beyond. Let's be real. Anyways, with that being said, man, what do you guys think? Do you think fucking Lefty Gunplay really cruised into Santa Rosa and pulled up? I mean, obviously, he might have cruised through Santa Rosa, went to Wiener Schnitzel and got him some chili cheese fries. But as far as pulling up to Band's neighborhood, do I think it's going to happen? Charlie, I don't really think so. Then I could be proven wrong. We'll see. Do I think it should happen? Absolutely fucking not. I don't condone violence or viciousness because I'm going to tell you right now, man, you hit the wrong cuts and corner in Santa Rosa and they'll dust you. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive, the struggle, the struggle, the strive. I'm going to continue to do what I do here, man. I'm not trying to make this an everyday Lefty Gunplay Bands thing, but I'm just telling you the latest news, man. Did Lefty really pull up? One never knows, does one? The gun.